I don't know, like make up some games, play fucking Dungeons and
not,
Dragons, right?
not
Like,
too
dude,
cruel,
can you
at the
imagine
very
like having
least.
like a DM in this situation would be fucking amazing. Like, dude, that would actually be so clutch if one of the dudes was a DM in there, man. Dude.
Okay, this is still disgusting. Like, dude, how could you be like, how could you be a person and you're watching this and you're like, oh god, this is so fucking based. This is so fucking cool. This is so fucking epic. Like, dude, like, this is human cruelty on display. Like, this is actual human cruelty on display. These people are miserable. These people are terribly crowded. They have no privacy, right? They have no room to navigate. They have no room to move around, right? I don't think the first thought or the second thought or third thought that is going through your head is Dungeons and Dragons, right? Or how cool it would be for one of them to be like a fucking dungeon master or whatever the fuck, right? Like, this is disgusting, right? Like, this is actually disgusting rhetoric. Like, again, cruelty is the point. Cruelty is the point, all right? The consistency here is cruelty. Cruelty, yeah. One comment, guy, she's looking at it with lenses of being a zoo. Exactly, right? It kind of reminds me of like minstrel shows, or it reminds me of these like Native American zoo exhibits that they had in the past. Like, that's what it kind of reminds me of, right? Where Native Americans would be put on display for white people, for Americans back in the day, for them to like gawk at and provide entertainment by just simply existing and living out their lives. Like, this is what it kind of gives off, right? You have this like VTuber person here who is like far right, who is, or at least, even if she isn't far right, she's pandering to the far right at the very least, okay? Where she is looking at a bunch of brown people, right? Brown Asian people who is in this, I think, strict prison where they have no room to navigate. They're sweaty, they're hot, probably no air conditioner. They're probably like actually fucking dying. Probably is not like receiving enough like support or health or whatever the fuck, right? And they're not being treated right, and you know, all the prison guards are probably sadistic freaks, okay? So this is like come on, like, it's just so disgusting. Like, how do you, I'm sorry, okay? I usually always take a look at like the, you know, the progressive tinky, and the progressive tinky or male feminist that likes to preach about like that likes to preach about being kind and loving, the Lex Friedman, right? The Lex Friedmans of the world, right? The leftist Lex Friedmans of the world who are very cringe, right? But like, come on, like, how, dude, it's so disgusting. So disgusting how you're just seeing humans just like you, right? Who may or may not been, like, maybe they've been led to their condition of landing in a gang or selling drugs because of their life circumstances, right? Or maybe because they're in this condition because they're innocent, right? Because the thing is that the Filipino, if this is the Philippines, right? Duterte in the past, at the very least, I'm pretty sure now the current leader of Philippines is just as bad, if not worse, right? Where Duterte would lock up his political opponents on suspicion of drug charges, even though there is no good proof, in order to sentence them to death or to lock them up in conditions like this. So again, these guys, some of these guys could entirely be innocent as well. So you're not even considering that part either. So the thing is like, Marcos is better. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah. But like, again, this is just cruelty. It's just cruelty. It's human cruelty. That's what it is, right? Her entire streaming is centered around putting an anime, cute anime face on top of pure, unadulterated cruelty, right?
But like, you know, I'd say like it's probably like that's probably better to like actually like have other people. But like in his case specifically, they're gonna fucking hate him because he fucked around, right? He fucked around with their country. So it's like, dude, they're probably gonna beat the shit out of him, right?
170 square foot cell inhabited by 69 inmates. It's the cell for new arrivals, regardless of whether they're drug dealers or murderers.
Bro, this literally, dude, like the way that they were like locked up here, like in like that tiny space, reminds me of like slave ships. Okay, that's literally what it reminds me of. Okay, like a bunch of tiny, padded, chained up brown to black people are chained up in a very tiny space where they have to be undercover and they're suffocating. Like, this is literally what it looks like, okay? Like, literally.
Murderers. Everyone starts here, in one of the jail's
Okay, so
fullest
this is just a start. Okay,
and hottest.
okay, guys, this is just a starting area. This is a starting area. This is the starter zone, the jail starter zone.
Get up there. You're new, so you sleep up there. Go on.
The stuffiest place,
Oh my
the very
God.
top in the corner, where the heat accumulates, where the air consists of sweat and frustration.
Dude, this guy is so fucking cooked, dude. This guy is so cooked. Holy shit.
Being here is terribly stressful. I've never been anywhere like this before.
Starting now, Ranil must stay in the cell for 15 days. He can only go out.
What do you guys think? Do you think he lasts 15 days in here? What do you guys think? Or do you think he's gonna cry and he's gonna crash out in 15 days? Do you think he goes 15 days without crashing out? What do you guys think? Without crying? Crash out?
Outside when the cell leader lets
Holy
him
fuck.
and accompanies.
Bro. I'm not even sure if I can even, like, finish this. Like, I'm not even sure if I can finish this. This is just, like... This is just so evil. Like, isn't this just evil? Like, isn't this commentary just evil? Like, is this not just, like, straight up evil? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this is unhinged. It's actually unhinged, isn't it? Oh my God. And you know what's so hypocritical? Yes, exactly, Deckleberry, you're right. Okay, so again, dude, Leaflit was trying to farm sympathy points by talking about her poor past, where she had to get like $2 steak dinners or something, right? Where she had to work like 2 to 3 jobs. Now you're telling me that in this condition, you are like actually like laughing at these people who are trapped in a completely inhumane condition of crimes in which they are poor, and that's why they probably have to commit the crimes in the first place. Poor, just like how you were in the past. Like, how do you not, like, this is a very, very harsh lack of empathy. Like, it's an insane lack of empathy. And honestly, if this is your standard, if you're hypocritical like this, then frankly, I think Leaflit should remain poor. I think Leaflit should have remained poor. I think Leaflit should have remained working 2 jobs or 3 jobs. I think Leaflit should, like, fucking, like, honestly, just fucking suffer as much as your commentary makes them out to be, because there should be no mercy or grace given to people like you. If you say that you had a hard past, then frankly you deserve it. Frankly you deserve the trauma that's coming to you. At the end of the day, if you're actually displaying open human cruelty like this on your commentaries, and you're like fucking pandering and virtue signaling to your far right audience on like open fascism like this, like cruel fascism like this, honestly, like, sorry, not even fascism, just like like just fucking inhumane shit. Okay, sorry, I take that back. Like dude, frankly, you don't deserve anything. You should just be homeless. You deserve to be homeless. Like, I'm sorry. Isn't this racism not yeah, that's why I took it back. Like, this is just like, fuck, dude. Like, this is actually so disturbing to listen to. It's not about the person who made the document, the documentary, right? It's about her commentary as well. Leaflit is non-tent. Can we skip to Content Cop? Let's watch a little bit more, okay? Because we're literally only like 2 minutes 50 seconds in. So yeah, we'll see. I want to get a little bit more content out of this. I want to see if I can make 2 videos out of this. Because the thing is like, she honestly doesn't, she honestly deserves more hate. Okay, like, she's just so cruel, right? Like, this is unhinged.
Ranil has no say in the matter. Only those who
Dude, this guy fucked around in the wrong
follow the
country.
rules survive
Holy
in
shit.
South Cotabato Jail. The biggest problem? The jail is utterly overcrowded.
This guy went straight for the high difficulty zone. In the fucking around.
Designed for about
He should have went to Japan first. Got a little bit acclimated first. He went straight for the high level zone and got fucked.
600 inmates. 1,618 prisoners are doing time.
High level PvP
About
server.
150 of them are in so-called punishment cells, cells that are always locked, for dangerous criminals, repeat offenders, or sick inmates. The oldest are in a separate wing for seniors. Also in a separate wing, apart from the men, are 400 women. Essential for survival are the jail's kitchen, the prayer room, and the visiting area, which is open once a week. The entire compound is patrolled by only 5 guards,
They have 5 guards only. What the fuck?
and their hands are tied. 20 public servants.
Holy
against
fuck.
about 2,000 inmates. An unfair fight. Rodrigo Baludio has been a jailer at South Cotabato Jail for 18
They
years.
probably got automatic rifles, dude.
It is his job to keep the peace. But he must always keep 3 things in mind: the danger to his men, corruption, and maintaining a distance between guards and prisoners.
I don't let the guards enter the compound. Their contact with the prisoners should be minimal. Some of the inmates could develop a personal relationship.
Derpa Derp says the prisoners have to grow their own food? Oh my god, dude.
With them. No matter what crime they've committed,
Holy shit.
can lead to other problems.
Yeah, he jumped on the hardcore server like right away.
One of the only jobs left is to monitor the outer walls.
Dude, this forced like gamer memification of in real life cruelty is one of the worst things ever, okay? Like, I can totally appreciate, okay, some good, well-placed gamer jokes. 100%, all right? But it's cruel. I mean, like, it's as simple as that, right? It's cruel. You're downplaying with jokes, okay, something that is very cruel. And unlike... Here's the thing. I love gamer jokes, okay? It's funny, all right? They are funny. But the thing is when you actually believe in something like this for the United States... Or you look at this and you're like, wow, this is what I want out of my own fucking country. Oh, this is what we want for our illegal immigrants in the United States or something, right? At that point, you're no longer joking, right? Because now when you make these gamer terms, sure, the fact that it's a gamer meme is a joke. However, the fact that you're downplaying, it's like calling the Holocaust the hardest difficulty level city building era, right? In civilization, right? It's like calling the Holocaust something like that, or it's like calling something like the Russian invasion of Ukraine like a epic Call of Duty video game, right? Or like when or when Israel and Gaza are like perpetually trapped in the war loop, like you can say like, oh haha, it's just like, it's like a constant. It's like Marvel Rivals, right? It's like a fucking 5v5, right? Marvel Rivals. Like, dude, it's just... It's distasteful, okay? It's extremely distasteful. This is exactly why when I have, like... By the way, I have, like, conservative people in my comments constantly telling me, oh, you're just resorting to personal attacks. You're resorting to personal attacks. You don't have a point. You're not really making an argument. You're just resorting to personal attacks. Like, you're really telling me that these people who are calling, like, a fucking human microwave, like, human rights violation zone 101 to be, like, you're really you're the fan, or you're the viewer of people like this, and you're really telling me that you're really trying to virtue signal and like fucking concern troll about the language that I use to personally attack these people. These people deserve these attacks. These people deserve the cruelty. They deserve the cruelty that they want to inflict onto other human beings. Like, this is exactly the kind of dialogue that would create terrorists, right? Because it's so funny that they would like virtue signal about terrorists. But would her dialogue here, would Leaflit's dialogue here, including like other people, like a lonely, sad white guy, right, trapped in their basement, okay, listening to Asmongold and Leaflit and Kirsch, right? Like, and they fall down a rabbit hole to the point where they plan out a shooting, right? How many times have this happened already? Too many times, right? I'm not talking about Kirsch or Asmongold or Leaflit specifically, because every single time one of these shooters go out and do something crazy, they usually like indulge in a massive amount of right-wing punditry, media, and like this same kind of like gamer humor, far-right pandering kinds of people, right? Like, these people are participating in stochastic terrorism. People like Leaflit, people like Asmongold participate in the same rhetoric to the same kind of rhetoric that like drives people to do horrific things. So it's like, how could you say that I'm the one that's being cruel and I'm the one that's personally attacking these kinds of people, when these are exactly the kinds of people who attack other people like this? And like, Jesus Christ, like, how could you possibly virtue signal about that? I'm sorry, okay? But she deserves all the personal attacks coming towards her from now on and forevermore and before as well, okay? This justifies every single one of my behaviors, all right? Because I already knew from the start that she was somebody like this. It's not like this is a surprise, okay?
The guards must rely above all on security cameras and on the hierarchy within the prison walls, because the jail is ruled from within. For Baludio, that's a mental strain.
I'm always under pressure. Every time my phone rings, I get goosebumps. I know that a call means problems, that something has happened inside, and I have to solve the problem as fast as possible.
Fights, escape attempts, hunger strikes. Baludio has seen it all, but he can't change the situation in the jail. His people go inside the wall.
Maybe this is controversial. Maybe this is controversial, but what if people escaped less? How do we prevent people from escaping less? Do you think it's tighter security, or do you think it's treating the prisoners better? Because when I look at some European country-esque jail of some social democracy, right, their jail cells have windows, have independence, you have privacy, you have books, and you have a lot of you have comfortable air conditioning, that kind of stuff. All right, it's literally like a hotel room. It's the perfect environment for rehabilitation and for improving your country. It's so horrible, right? Like, I'm sorry, how many escape attempts do prisoners make in these European countries where they have these kinds of luxury prisons? How many escape attempts? I've never heard of any, okay, frankly. Maybe there are some, but I would wager that they are far less than any one of these authoritarian countries or authoritarian light countries where they have prison cells where the entire thing hinges on cruelty, right? The people who design these prisons may be smart in architecture in terms of higher security, but they certainly aren't smart in preventing like escape attempts, right, or something. I don't know, it's fucking insane. It's actually nuts how you can look at something like, we grew up in the era of like Shawshank Redemption or something, right? And then And then you have people like Leaflit who's just like, oh, you know what? The takeaway from Shawshank Redemption is that we should have prisons like Shawshank Redemption, like the ones in Shawshank Redemption. Dude. Oh, don't look into the Netherlands prison system in the 80s because they thought they didn't want to escape. I don't fucking know, dude. But when I see these jail cells in like Denmark, Netherlands, and whatever, they look like luxury hotel rooms, okay?
Only twice a day to do a head count. It's 4 p.m. About 2,000 prisoners all in one space, and one guard to count them.
Dude, they can totally rush that guy. If it's just one dude, they could totally rush him. They probably don't fuck around because they probably know that like you fuck around, you're gonna instantly get shot.
45, 55, 60, 61.
The guard seems rather like a minion of those who are actually in control here.
Oh, Silver King.
If Ronil breaks the law on the outside, he ends up in jail. Inside, he pays with his life. The one with the power to decide is known as the president, El Presidente. He is the boss in South Cotabato jail.
We have rules here, and you will follow them. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Dude, they got that good old fucking elderly man telling the kids to stop fucking around.
Respect me and do what the marshals and I tell you. Then you'll be fine.
The hierarchy is clear. On top, the president and his helpers, the so-called marshals, armed with clubs.
Wait, are the marshals also prisoners? Wait, is that guy also a prisoner? So they basically got like the prisoners and they're like, okay, like you're like the leader prisoner, you're the leader prisoner, and then like you get like special privileges or whatever. And then he recruits like, dude, they have like a gang inside of the prison, but it's like a gang, a sanctioned gang. Dude, that's crazy.
Bottom, newbies, like Ronil.
I thought it's just an old man.
So we're not okay with gangs unless it's gangs that's helping the police. Is that what I'm getting? We're not okay with gangs unless it's a gang inside the prison that's helping the police because they're inside the prison. All right.
Like, stop fucking around.
Otherwise, the only way to power?
In other words, mafia. Yeah, like I like how because this is like authoritarian aesthetics, now we're okay with the mafia. Now we're okay with like MS-13, Barrio 18-esque kind of like jurisdiction, right? Like this is literally like drug cartel gang levels of hierarchy, and she is cheering it on because it's just cool to her. This is all a game to her, right? But meanwhile, like you have she is the same kind of person who would absolutely like go after people who are like MS-13, Barrio 18, the same kinds of people who are put in the same conditions. Like, it's just so stupid. Like, dude, I can't, dude. That's okay. She must have not read anything about gangs. It's more than that. She's not just like uneducated. She's also miseducated and frankly, kind of a sociopath. Right? Because she's only sympathetic and empathetic to herself because she's more than happy to talk about her poor experiences living as some kind of hardworking young adult who had to work 2 to 3 jobs in order to survive, and finally she's here at the top as a self-sustaining financial VTuber. But, however, oh wow, fuck all these other poor people who, understandably, sometimes, okay, actually get into horrible situations or trapped inside gangs or trapped inside, situations where they're unable to pay off debt that they owe to a gang or mafia. Otherwise, their sister might get raped or something, right? Or their mom might get raped or kidnapped or something, right? Or killed or executed by the gangs. But no, instead of understanding people who were in the same condition as her, right? She chooses to be cruel. She chooses to be an evil person. Like, she actually chooses, like, how is this not any different from any movie or TV show where the person is essentially like going like, well, yeah, I was poor once, but these people are dogs, vermin, okay? But then they are the only good one out of all of them, as if like financial situations don't like force people into different kinds of unfortunate circumstances, right? Speedy. Okay, I'm gonna read this out before I ban you, okay? Aren't you the 80 IQ girl that was saying you were gonna debunk Leaflit and then did nothing but insult her? Smartest, desperate leftist leech moment, Lamau. Okay, so before I ban you, all right, I'm gonna talk about this once again because I talked about this before earlier in the stream. So if you rewind just a little bit, you will see exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Basically, what I'm saying is for people like her, she deserves all the personal attacks. She deserves all the personal insults. She deserves misery and she deserves suffering. And the reason for this is because she is more than happy to laugh at the suffering of other poor individuals that was just like her. She has no sympathy, no empathy for people that are just like her in the past if she has worked 2 to 3 jobs. The fact that she is able to grandeur, like fucking like pretend as if she is some kind of main character here, right? Where everybody else who is a side character can go get fucked, right? Is just one of the most cruelest things you can do. Just hiding behind cruel things with the thin veneer of an anime VTuber and with the thin veneer of politeness is one of the most cruelest things possible. What is more of a supervillain thing, okay? Is it an evil person who is polite, or is it an evil person who is openly rude and cruel? It's obviously a more polite, sinister person who is the more cruel, more malicious one because they are able to hide their cruelty with politeness. Okay? So, that's about it. You're getting banned. Goodbye. Okay. Lynn, I think it says more about America and how far we have progressed to where people have no idea how gangs work or affect normal citizens' lives. Yeah, exactly. That too.
Is money. Prisoners with money can buy what they need to survive. Cigarettes, food from the jail's kiosk.
Yeah, it's like One Piece, but like, yeah, they're like the fucking warlords. Yeah.
What is it with these streamers and constantly bringing up One Piece? First it's Hassan, now it's fucking Leaflit. What's it with like fucking insensitive situations and like bringing up One Piece, comparing things to characters in One Piece? Oh my god, he's just like Luffy. Oh my god, they're like the warlords in One Piece. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I think a lot of people actually understand gangs. I think it's just this minority of parasocial people online who are sheltered and never care to educate themselves. I don't even think she was poor in the first place. I think she was just like, I don't even know if she's telling the truth there. Yeah, Luffy, true. Luffy, I don't know. I could be wrong though to assume people are somewhat informed on gangs. Yeah, I mean like, yeah. Oh my god, fuck. So this is what Vyvanse feels like. Oh my gosh. Today is my second day of taking Vyvanse, by the way.
And above all, fresh
I feel
water.
so woke.
Oh my god, you have to buy water. They have a fucking prison economy and you have to buy water?
Those who can't afford it have to drink groundwater. On the tropical Philippines, with an average temperature of 35 degrees Celsius, this is a dangerous proposition.
Oh my god.
It's easy to catch diseases like tuberculosis, and whoever gets sick gets locked away in total isolation due to fear of epidemics. A fear that one man in the jail doesn't have, Gleserio de Pedro. In the jail, he is known as El Presidente.
Okay, so he is in the jail. Yeah.
Number one.
Wait, so is she not going to comment on how cruel it is? That they don't have clean drinking water? Hello? She's not going to comment on this? She's not going to talk about how utterly dehumanizing this is? Cruel, don't you mean base as fuck? True. Yeah. You're right. Oh, right. This is supposed to be epic and cool and oh gosh, this is so much gamer energy here, guys. Oh fuck. Dude, it's just so like this is evil. Like it's just evil. She's looking at these people as if they're people in a zoo, right? I mean, like if she's looking at these people as if they're like zoo animals, why shouldn't I look at Leaflit like she's a zoo animal? Can somebody please explain this to me? When people are talking to me about like when like that one hater, that one commenter in the chat, right? Who came into chat, right, before I banned them or whatever, right? Said, "Hey, like oh whatever." Well, you know, like why should I owe her any politeness? Well, why should I owe her any politeness? Why should I owe her any kind of, you know, fucking niceties, right? Like what's the point? What's the fucking point? Like, she's looking at these people as if they're zoo animals. So why shouldn't I look at her like she's some kind of zoo animal? Like, what the fuck? These these eyes are rated E for everyone. Is that game online? No, it's a gacha game. Zenless Zone Zero, okay.
Okay, guys, listen. I was gonna just watch this a little bit just to look at the freaking conditions in the jail, but I'm kind of like interested now. I just wanted to know like what Vitaly was gonna like, what he was up against, but now I'm kind of like I kind of want to watch it now.
People have to respect.
Dude,
Then I treat them well. If they listen to me and follow the rules, then I help them with.
Oh yeah, you have the speech mannerisms of Destiny. You know, people have pointed that out like a long time ago as well. It's probably because I watched so much Destiny back in the day and currently as well. Like, but you know, why not watch a Destiny that's transgender? Why not watch a Destiny that doesn't have sex leak scandals? Okay, good enough. All
Their
right.
problems.
this is like my favorite kind of video, by the way. I love like this happens to me all the time on YouTube. Where like, I'll see a video, and then it'll make me interested in something, so I'll watch another video, and then I end up watching like a 1-hour documentary on it. But it's like really good anyway, because like it helps me like with creativity, right? Because then now I'm looking at this, I'm like, what if I had a jail? What if I had a jail and like other interesting structures for like how to do a jail in like a fantasy world, right?
Criserio de Pedro.
These are like great ideas, right?
The reason, okay, again, so what do we have, right? What do we have on the commentary list of comments that she made about the jail? All right, so number 1, Dungeons and Dragons. Number 1, Dungeons and Dragons. Number 2, fantasy world building. Number 3, oh my gosh, cool prison boss person? Oh yeah, PvP map, right. Dude, it's just like the most unhinged, like dehumanizing, psychopathic, sociopathic comments. Like it's the most like uncaring of the human condition. It's the most like cruel possible comments that you could ever make, ever. Like it's insane.
Like that you can find inspiration in real life.
Has been in South Cotabato jail for 13 years. In this time, he has become the most powerful man in the jail. The reason? His wealthy family. And wealth is both power and a status symbol.
Is he really?
I'm here for murdering my nephew.
Bro, straight up murdered his nephew, but he's like, I'm the boss here now. Dude, this guy has fucking playing cards. He's got vitamins. Hold up. Is that fucking Costco? Is that Kirkland vitamins?
We were having an argument over property, and the whole family thought I was the problem. They wanted me to die real soon so that they could get the land. So I saved my own life. I had to kill my nephew. It was self-defense.
Holy crap. This guy, dude, this Vitaly guy fucked around in an absolute PvP server. That's actually unreal.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, I think I've had enough of this cruelty porn, okay? Like this is literally cruelty porn. It literally is.